So, father is just like that. Fathers are like that. Anti-photo maniac.
Remember when you brought us to this place?
Okay now.
That outing, that picture that we took.
Those memories.
We were jumping.
Those memories are. I don't know how to get them again.
They are somewhere.
Life is a stage. There are stages. I just sat down the other day. After I won my car over me. Come on, I said, they say, they play like this. They play like this.
That's the wonder of pursuit. So tell me, how, most times, like being a father, this man, yes, his own, can be unappreciated. But just by the nature of how the society is.
If you Google that song, you see the beauty in that song. It's popular now in a quite room down there. Sweet mother.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it can be good. So, father is just like that. Fathers are like that. Without your father, you cannot come to the world. So,
but they used to argue that it's the mother that brings you.
You see, the care of the mother cannot be compared to the care of the father. Money is not everything. For the mother to keep the baby in the womb, pass through all those stress and all those. Consider you when your wife is in pregnancy. Throughout that 9 months, your mind
Is there too.
is there. But you cannot express it the way they express it. That's why no matter the situation, a woman care for a child is bigger and bigger than. But that cannot make it not to appreciate the father. Well, maybe because of their new understanding now of single parenthood, they make them to think that they can do without a father. They allow you. Father and father.
But have you ever been in a situation where you've done all of these things, but nobody clapped for you? Nobody said thank you. Nobody did it.
Yeah. You pardon them because of ignorance. Because if they know, they should not joke with their father. And that is why, no matter the situation you find yourself, please respect your family. Respect your parents.
Do I respect?
You do. You do. And you make me proud.
After you say, I'm your best son. I'm your best son. We settled that one. So, have you ever felt like, I'm tired of this. I'm just going to run away.
Run from
sometimes, life can be going like this and you're like, I'm stressed. Let me just run.
Run the way.
Some people used to run. No?
Yeah. If you run, you're only running to come back because.
And some people used to run and what of those children in this thing that their fathers ran away?
Because their father ran away out of ignorance or because of stupidity, I would call it. Any person that serves that purpose for the children
becomes the father. Okay, so
contented.
Fatherhood is not just by
biological.
Okay, but have you had like a moment in your life that you saw God Like all hope was lost, and your back was against the wall like this, and you saw God come through for you.
Sure.
Tell me one.
That was when I was sick. 2000, when I joined the service. And I was sick. I was rushed home. I saw God hand in hand. If I tell the story. But it's for another day. It's for another day.
How do you cope when you don't have money and there are responsibilities?
And I always feel sad. You see, like I always say,
Let's go to the gym.
like I always say, I am reactive to challenges. So if there's any situation I find that I am kind of failing in my responsibility, I can never be happy. Can never be happy. I can only be happy if I have found a solution to it. But you see that, like I said sometime ago, I think it's what I published today, that you are transformed by tribulations. As I start wondering about that failure of meeting my responsibility, an idea will come. You can just say, okay, let me just show that God benevolent can come my way.
So, what of weaknesses? Have you identified any? I'll still ask another one, but have you identified any weaknesses personally that when you look at it, you feel like, Kai, my children should not have this?
You see, because of the way I was brought up, I don't have that competitive spirit. I take things as they come. If I had that competitive spirit, I don't think I would have been like this. Whenever things happen, I said, okay, I can't do without them. Let me just relax. And nature will just meander me until it gets. Like if somebody had told me that I would be able to train all of you, I would tell the person that you're joking. But I was able to do it with challenges here or there. But to be very candid, when I'm pushed to the wall, at times I weep.
Used to cry.
Yes.
But they say men don't cry.
Who tells you? Men do cry, you. Men do cry. Sometimes they cry in their hearts. Sometimes you see it in their mood.
What has been the happiest memory of your life yet? And that's the day I was born.
The happiest moment, apart from the day you were born, the happiest moment in my life, as I stand now, is when your mother was able to recover from that COVID-19 illness. Because at that mature time, I wasn't myself. So it's like somebody has just entered into hell and come out and be in heaven. So that's the happiest moment I think I had.
If you were going to leave 5 things that your children should always represent your children as your best son, what would those things be?
Or a good legacy. A good legacy, because our name rings bells. Anywhere you mention Ating in Akwa Ibom, it stands out that it's from oral nation, and they can trace you to even your about So I don't joke with that. I don't want even any adulterated
Version of it.
Ating. That's the name.
Oh, Ating, not Ating.
No, Ating. Ating.
Okay.
Ating.
Okay. What else?
What is it that you're asking?
5 things that you hope that your children will always have with them or always remember.
That identity is one. As I think as identity. Another thing is that should be your personal relationship with God should be superb. I don't talk about going to church. Your personal relationship with God. You see, as we are, me and my wife, you may think that I'm not praying and all this, but if I just turn around, have my quiet moments, you will answer me. Because I'm in tune. And anything that wants to happen, like yesterday, I just don't know. Thursday was our prayer meeting. After eating, sleep was coming to me like if mommy was saying, don't sleep, we are going to pray. I just lie down on bed, I was gone. I woke up by 11:30. And as soon as I woke up by 11:30, I carried my phone. The next thing, I saw the prompt in YouTube. I opened. It was Apostle Selman message. He said, stop.
See, I forgot to zip up.
Stop fighting alone. This is how God can provide and help you. I went and sat down and listened 1 hour 30 minutes. From that 11:30, I could not sleep until 5 a.m. and I was assimilating. That's the way I feel that when you are intimate with God, He will talk to you, you hear Him, and you act. I don't wait for prophecy. You don't make somebody to know you are big. Let somebody say, this is a big man. So what I expect from my family, this is a unique family. Anywhere you see them, it's a unique family.
Identity, relationship with God, what else? That you hope that if your children forget anything else, they should not forget these 5 things.
That care for the parents. Don't joke. I've said it before. Don't joke with your parents. No matter the condition they are, no matter the situation you find yourself. Some children at times say, my father did not do this for me. So because of that, the fact that they brought you to the world is just enough. You don't know that God has other things to add. God cannot bless you without blessing people to bless you. So don't joke with that. Because that name ring bells. Even the year of the Spirit. Who is the Son? Who is the Father? Just that alone is something great.
Have you ever been discouraged?
In life?
In life.
It may seem as if, but I've never been.
You've never been discouraged?
When I was discouraged was when I was without job, which I felt like committing suicide, but all those things. But
so how did you get out of that? What helped you?
Being close to God. Because I remembered when there was no work for me, when the church authority entrusted me with their finances. And when they gave me the money, just like the 5 talents, they just gave me money. Any day they want it, I will go and give it to them. They told me, no, that was not the purpose of giving you this money. They wanted you to use this money so that you do business. Let me ask you, how much is it that I can start to do business? So I was giving their money for them. So those were the time things were really tough. That was when I lost my job.
Did you have dreams as a child?
That's what I'm saying. I'm never competitive. So I take life the way I see it. So I didn't have any dream. If I had a dream, I would have been competitive in nature, because in this war, you have to compete to be where you want to be. So when I didn't have hope of going to secondary school. Later on, I finished secondary school. When I finished secondary school, the result was poor. I didn't have means of writing again. I put GCE. The same result was given to me. I said, okay, I'm not going to go into academic. Let me go into career. I went to make my career in banking. I started doing all those things. There was a stumbling block. From stumbling block, I had to go back to academic, which I think I will not go. From academic, after my first degree, I thought I wouldn't even have the means of going again. I've done master. After that, professor. So, if I had anything to regret, is that the knowledge I have acquired now, I should have had it a long time ago. And I would have been happier in my life.
Because there will be time to apply. So I think that for me, one of the things, this is a very spiritual moment for me. And one of the things that I would have loved, I want to remove sunshine. Right. Let me put it on you. Hey! Wait, I'm going to take pictures. Do unlooking now, look like this.
Okay, that's It's Brilliant Park.
I remember when you brought us there, but what I was even going to say is that it's good to give people their flowers, right? And I think that, I don't think I know, you are one of the wisest men I've ever met. Because you are wise, you are very wise, and you are very empathetic. You don't take anything so, life is not going to end. There are some areas where I disagree with you because I'm learning to not be like you in all areas. But for the most part, I think just care for people, loving people, not trying to cheat anybody out of what is theirs.
That one is true.
You know, that's a very good example that you played. But there's one most important thing, the way you have raised your family, you and your wife. You know, you've gotten to a point where me and my siblings, we have this very strong bond. Did you always have that? Did you have that with your siblings?
Apart from my twin brother, I don't think I have. The bond between me and my twin brother is that much. But for others, obviously because
it's an extended,
we were staying separately. But in your own case, all of you have been in the same environment. What bothered this one, bothered this one, this one bothered this one. But this one, you only be telling the person, this is what happened. Okay, don't worry. When he got the admission to read the psychology, which was to read in the University of Calabar, they gave the admission, but they wanted the conditionality. That is to bribe before they can give you an admission. You know, we don't go those ways. You merit it, get it. But I've come to realize that now, that doesn't hold. That doesn't hold anything.
So,
you have to
now you change your mind.
Yeah, you have to work seriously for it. Anything you want to work, whatsoever is going to cost you to do it, get it.
Okay.
I said I prefer that relationship with God, because if you are very close to God, anything you do, provided you believe in Him, right. But the question is, how can you know that you are intimate with God? You can only be proved yourself when your actions and your inactions prove otherwise. Then you will now say, it is only God that does this.
What was the defining moment of your life?
It is when I got the bank job as a clerk. It was from there God opened up ways for me. I remember when I went to do to receive my work. And that was 1980. I was more or less even preference by everybody. Starting from lecturers to principals to even students. My co-students used to insult me, and some of them would fight because of me.
Why?
They would litter the whole hostel. And when I tell them to clean it up,
They will argue.
Some of them will insult me and say, don't you have a family clean? There are other people who say, is that your mate? That person you are talking to, isn't your mate? Even my lecturers there, whatever I want is what they do. If I tell them I want to go and get my salary, it will not be test. They say when I come back, that's when they will give test.
That thing used to happen. Even people in my university that were older, they used to have that level of rapport with lecturers.
So, it was generally like that. Even in the university, most of my friends, they were chasing women. Don't have time. And this thing you see me sleeping early, I not started today. Even my university days, I can't spend more than 2 hours to read, no matter what. If I go out, I spend 2 hours, no matter what I want to eat. 7 o'clock, I'm in classroom. I say 7, 8, 9, I'm back. By that 9, 10, that's when people will be coming to classroom. I finished my. And the funny aspect of it is that something I know. What I don't know, I don't bother myself. If you are lucky to have grandchildren and you see them, they value you more than even their parents. Grandchildren value.
Because you people, you allow them to do whatever they want to do.
Value them more than their parents, because the parent may checkmate them in one way or other, but their grandpa will say, allow him.
So tell me, what is one thing you hope that people will remember you for? Your children, grandchildren, the world?
A memorable legacy. Do you know, if we can form or kickstart something, though how small it may be, grow it to an invisible height that will remain.
Start what?
Any project you on your own. You started engage. Engage is growing, multiply. Imagine that kind of concept with that vision. I praise you for that initiative of going to Beach. Beach Africa will become known, and it will grow and multiply, and that will be a legacy for you. So that's the kind of concept I'm doing. Otherwise, all of you are my legacy. I will be remembered with all those things. The man that has made impact. Even if I live 100 years, which I know is possible for me, and people don't see any impacts of me, it's like I've not lived. So anything that makes impact of me, people will remember and say, that's the man.
Okay. What's your best memory with me? With me. Best memory time that you've had with me that you remember.
It's a multi-question. Because
There has to be.
there are so many.
Which one is okay? Mention one. Anyone you mention, we take it to be your best.
The best moments, me and you.
Moment we shared together. I'll tell you my own after you tell me.
The day you came to the house and shared how your family is growing, how challenges you are facing in marriage and all those things. You sat down with me and tell me don't worry, we do this. That was the best time, because that is the only single time I've sat down with you tete-a-tete like this. Other ones is caricature, we fight.
Yes, we used to fight a lot. But that has reduced now.
Yes.
That has reduced. And you miss the fight.
We have missed the fight now, but the time is no more because your business is taking much of your time.
And now I've moved. I used to see you every week. And now this is the longest you stayed away without seeing me.
Yes.
Yes. But my best memory was when I was going to write, when we took a bus to Samaru for me to write Prince Yemi.
That one is an unforgettable experience.
I
was embarrassed.
How we ate rice and stew opposite that
Zaria.
That opposite their gate. And for me, the period that like it cemented in my mind that my daddy is my hero is when we went to see Kissy. And they did not allow me to enter because school fees was not complete.
Those are sad experiences.
And they now said you should write undertaking. And that day, I think that something broke. Because after that day, I didn't have school fees issues again till finish school. You know, I didn't understand it so much then until I became a father. And now I'm having to go through some of those experiences. But for me, that day, my dad was my hero. I mean, still, for the most part. But I don't think I've told you enough. Because I also saw that my education was very expensive. Compared to what you were earning at the time. But you sacrificed it. And one of the things that keeps me going and pushing is to be able to at least make it worth it. You know.
I'm proud of you for that.
You're happy that we did this?
Only that I'm on the floor.
No, leave the floor now.
What I mean is,
You want to be elevated because of your waist. You are getting old. My young guy is getting old.
so this young boy, when they see you there, they say they want me to be old. I refuse to be old.
Let's prepare and be going home.
Okay.
So that you can go and sit down comfortably. But I wanted you to know that I'm very proud of this.
Me too.